Accountability should be the bottom rung of a ladder of responsibility. And I've got my little guy Sebastian here. Olivia is outside. She's in 3rd grade. And even a kindergarten student, 3rd grade student knows that when you make a mess, you clean it up. And it is true that accountability should be the most basic thing. But the reason why you don't have accountability is because the gas industry knows that it's not safe. They don't want to see baseline testing because they know that fracking isn't safe. They don't want to use tracing materials in order to track which fracking well is producing which pollution because they know that fracking is not clean. So accountability is important, but it's not even close to being enough. Because even if you have accountability, you can get some justice, but accountability and transparency doesn't prevent Tony from getting sick and other people across the country from getting sick. So there's a ladder of responsibility that we should have transparency, we should have accountability. There should be mechanisms to protect people's health. Nobody should have to sacrifice their health for a small amount of energy, particularly in 2013 when clean energy can do a better job. And so what had the biggest impact for me going up in the air was seeing the juxtaposition of all of these wells, all of these gravel pits, all of these containment ponds, all of these roads, many of them right near the Colorado River or right near homes or right near businesses. All of this juxtaposed against these solar farms that are also dotting different parts of the landscape throughout the area. There's this quote from William Gibson, who's a science fiction writer that I really like, and what he says is that the future is already here. It's just unevenly dispersed. And I like to think of that as an optimistic statement, that the future of our country being powered by clean energy is already here. It's just not fully dispersed yet. We have Iowa that's at 25% wind, Xcel Energy in Colorado that will soon be at 30% wind and solar. You've got Mid-American Energy in Iowa. Warren Buffett's utility will be at 39% wind. California will soon be at 35% wind and solar. So it's clear that over the last 3 or 4 years, as fracking has grown, solar and wind have grown even more. And there's a real opportunity that we have in this country to build a clean energy future. Our family, we're on a little work trip, and we're a few days into it. We just came from Canyonlands, and we were camping out at Dead Horse State Park, which is north of Canyonlands National Park. When you take your children to one of the most beautiful places in the world, it's a memorable, one of the best experiences you can have as a parent. And it was also one of the more frightening experiences we've had, because we'd go to sleep, we'd go into our tents underneath flaring, which is happening right outside the park, hundreds of yards outside the park. My daughter was asking, Dad, what's that big, who's setting that big fire? She thought it was a massive campfire just outside the park, and it's a flaring from drilling operation. Oil drilling, and the gas is just being flared off, not even used. And so the Sierra Club, we are united in holding all fossil fuels accountable for their actions, but we're really united in advocating for strong solutions that hopefully will prevent people like Tony from getting sick, and places like the Rowan Plateau from getting fracked, pipelines like the Keystone XL pipeline from being built, and we see this as all different parts of the same struggle.